I'm standing on a Jasper Creek Falls right now, the ones that are iconic for Northwind Lodge. And it's the creek that runs through the resort. We've got no snow this year. You can see on this stump right here is nothing. And it's what's happening is we got low water, and the water is so low it can't keep up, and in areas it necks off because of freezing, and then it travels sideways. And what you end up doing is you get real pretty waterfalls that are frozen. Unfortunately, pretty also means dangerous, or really a problem for us. I'll walk over to this side. You can kind of see what they look like here. They're all at it's moving laterally instead of linearly down, or longitudinally, I should say, down the river. And these are the actual falls here. And right now we've covered up with bubble wrap. I got 2 to 3 layers of bubble wrap that's from plastic from kayaks that we always save. We save everything at Northwind Lodge just because you never know when you're going to need it. And you might be wondering how I'm walking up wet ice like this, but I've got those on. Those are made by HT. And I got to tell you, they're the best doggone creepers ever made. We get people who go, oh, they're kind of heavy. Oh, who cares? You can walk up something like this and not break your teeth, because this is a great place to break your teeth. But anyway, we got water that's backing up. It loses its ditch that it runs into, the natural order of things, and it jumps out and it starts making little mini deltas. And the deltas widen out, and eventually they jump the banks of the creek. Or in our case, they don't go through the bridge or that big culvert down there. It used to be a bridge and now it's a culvert. And as a result, we have a problem. So we've got to stay ahead of it. Now we're putting artificial snow on it, the only way we know how. And you got to kind of walk carefully on that plastic. It's just bubbled plastic, but it does a good job. Theoretically, it's going to keep it warm enough to actually insulate like snow. A little bit better than snow, actually, because it's plastic with air trapped in it. And I've crawled underneath the culvert here several times. I've got 3 layers down underneath. You can see what it looks like right there. And we crawl back and forth in there until we get her all on. And hopefully we get a little bit of snow and it'll hold this plastic down, serve as a greater insulator, and the water inside that's 32 degrees or slightly warmer than 32 will maintain its heat as it flows through and eventually erode a hole back to the river base. And this is life on a Minnesota resort when you've got a waterfall. Everybody thinks they're beautiful in the summer. They are. But in the winter, that's a whole new set of problems, because when it jumps this bridge, it likes to run down towards cabin number 8 and then cabin number 6. But this is the same spot. We got plastic all the way. Come spring, this is going to be one big wadded up mess down at the end of the river, wrapped around the rocks and sticks that we'll have to go peel off. But we'll deal with that problem when it occurs. Hopefully we get the spring, and I'd rather peel plastic off than rechannel this river once it starts jumping that culvert. It's way less fun. Anyway, this is December 31st, New Year's Eve at Red Rock and Northwind Lodge up in Ely, Minnesota. This is what we do for fun. See you later.